Curiosity killed the beard. This is a story I've seen way too often and really is the concept of somebody being curious about what's under their beard. Having the urge, the want, the need to shave their beard to see what's underneath it. Spoiler alert, you don't want to see what's under there. Let me stop you guys right there. There is straight up near 100% regret, instant regret rate in this situation. And I genuinely want to stop maybe just one person from making this mistake. And I'll give you a bunch of perspective and details to go with it, but a quick introduction. My name is Dan C. Bearded, and I want to say thank you for checking this video out today, you guys. It really helps with my passion, the channel, my career, so thank you. If that all sounds good to you guys, hit a quick thumbs up or like button. If you're new here, consider subscribing if you like learning about beards. I think you found the right spot, and shout out to those returning subscribers. I see you, and I appreciate you guys. So, as someone who has created content for over 5.5 years now and has been involved with the beard, Reddit, and YouTube for far longer than that, I see cycles. And you really, the more and more time goes on, you see them and you're like, oh, this is just a thing. It's just a cycle. And one of them is guys growing out their beard, really getting into it, enjoying it, but then at some point saying, I forgot what my jaw looks like. I forgot what it looks like underneath this. I forgot if I have a second chin or a third chin straight up. Or guys have life changes. They lose a bunch of weight and they genuinely want to know what they look like without the beard. Now, I don't think this ever really turns out well. Now, I'm not talking about changing the shape and style of your beard. I know guys that go from big beards down to medium, or they go down to short beards or even stubble. I understand that. And I don't think there's as big of a regret factor, especially when you have a little bit of color, a little bit of texture on your face makes all the difference. But the guys that are like, I lost some weight, my wife has mentioned she wants to see it, my mom has mentioned, we're gonna cover that in a video soon, stay tuned, that they wanna see my face, and so they shave their face and they get rid of everything, and then there's like a pit in their stomach. There's just instant, oh my gosh, sweating and pain and just mental anguish that they just are like, why did I do that? That's 2 years worth of growth. That's 6 months worth of growth just gone, just so I can see something that I didn't want to see. And maybe you are. Maybe you're like, you know what, Dan? I have a very strong jawline. I'm in great shape. I am a handsome man. You're growing the beard for a reason. And if you're just trying to see what it looks like and you're not trying to actually make a change, I don't know. I just want to prevent anybody from having regret. You do you. If you want to do this, absolutely no judgment, do your thing. But I am the person that gets messages all the time that say, Dan, I am in tears right now. Dan, I cannot believe this. I really regret it. And I say, hey, it's a journey back. You're going to grow. You have more knowledge. It's going to be better than ever. And all that's true. And you may be saying, you know what, Dan, that's actually a good point. I'm not trying to convince you to do it, but I get those messages. I see the regret on a regular basis, and I have not been like, oh, I can see the value in shaving just to see what your face looks like, but that's just my perspective. I know many of you disagree with me, and that's great. That's fine. I love that we have variety and different perspectives out there, and we can have a discussion on this. Down below, help me out. Number one, if you have been in this camp, if you're a person that shaved your beard just to see what it looks like, what were your feelings? And be honest. The only time where I've seen some on the other side is you have that owner's bias. You know, when you buy something new, you want to love it because you talked it up, you spent good money on it, you researched it, and so it's the best thing. But then as time goes on, the truth slips out and you're like, I actually don't like this phone. My car wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. Oftentimes guys will shave and immediately they try to convince themselves they like it or they know why, and then the truth comes out later down the road, or even later down the road they're embarrassed. They're like, no, it was good for me, and then they're like, dude, I just got to admit I'm not happy with it. So don't be fibbing us over there. Don't be telling us a story, but tell the truth. If you did shave to see your face and you're happy you did it, you liked being able to check, put that in the comments. If you were not happy and it was not a good feeling, also put that in the comments. And then beyond that, what are your thoughts on this? Have you had urges, but you weren't able to do it? Have you never considered it? Like me, I have no wants. I genuinely don't care what I look like underneath the beard because this is natural. This is me. This grows. It's not a push-up bra. It's not makeup. This is my natural growth, which I think is really cool. So no urges here, but I do want to hear this discussion from you guys and hopefully just put a little bit of food for thought out there for those of you that are thinking about it, or especially those of you that are searching for this video in the future. Whoo! I do not believe it's worth it, but that's just me. Can't wait to read the comments, you guys. Thank you for watching today. One more time, Dancy Bearded. Please stay bearded and stay positive.